Woo. I got everything. Got 12 people watching. Nobody has said good morning. And I know my video said in the very front said good morning. Nobody said good morning, but one person, and they only said hi, PT. They only said hi. That's it. But anyway, that's how it is. It's the internet, weird people. And that's the way it is. It goes like that. But they're watching just to watch me eat. So as long as you're watching, that's all that matters. You don't have to say anything, just watch. This role came from the Wendy Williams show. When Wendy got kicked off the air, well, she didn't get kicked off the air. It was before she got kicked off the air. It was around the time. This is the day I got this. I'm going to show you the day I got this. Hold on. Good morning. Wendy Williams in the sober house.
Wendy Williams in the sober house.
This is the day that I got this.
Very open and truthful person, and I've got more to the story for you. The truth. You know, Kevin and I have the Hunter Foundation for the Good of the People, and we recently launched our 888-5 Hunter number for those of you caught up in the struggle of addiction.
This is the day I got this road. When that happened, that day. I was with Lunel. Yep. That day, I was there. No, your mama was at the sober house. I want to remind everybody out there that when you're on social media and you threaten people, it doesn't matter if you have a private number, a block number, the FBI and the police can find you. So it's not about me. I'm just putting it out there for everybody who don't think you can be traced. Okay, just I want to put that out there for somebody out there that's doing something they ain't supposed to be doing. Remember, you can be found. So be careful what you say and what you do. Good morning. I'm having alleged turkey sausage. Alleged. It was a crazy, that was a crazy day because I used to impersonate Wendy Williams. I actually got 2 T-shirts from Wendy when I was dressed up as, given the illusion, doing a lookalike in Houston. And Morel, the makeup artist, he actually was the one that brought Morel brought a T-shirt first. Morel, the makeup artist. Then out of nowhere, some other lady pops up. I think the lady was first, and then Morel brought me a T-shirt. Where I do with those T-shirts, I don't know. And when I was in the mall in Houston, I was living in Dallas at the time. When I was in the mall, dressed up as a Wendy, they actually came out and asked me to stop. And I was like, well, I'm not doing nothing. And I have the video. The video's online. I'm not going to show it, but people were taking pictures of me. And I'm a Cancer. We Cancers. I'm like Wendy. Wendy's a Cancer. So we love attention. So I'm over here dressed as Wendy. I had on my leopard print blouse, the Wendy hair. I had the notes up in my head in the wig. I had the little teacup. And I was like, oh God. I was doing everything she was doing. And the people came out and asked me to stop. They were nice about it. They was like, well, can you wait until Wendy leaves? I was like, sure. Mm-hmm. I should have kept doing it so they put me out. But Wendy never acknowledged me. If she did, she probably would have raided me. But then we went outside to the bus. Man, this guy that I knew, he used to follow me. We kind of fell out. This bitch know I got another phone. I don't know why she's calling on this phone. So I got two phones, y'all, because people be calling me when I'm live, and I can't take the call. So in case it's emergency, my mom or whatever, I had to get two phones. I had to. I didn't have no choice. I was just telling him, don't call me on that phone that I'm live on. That's the phone that I'm going to use my show with. Anyway, the Wendy Williams situation was so weird because I always wanted to meet Wendy, but I wasn't crazy about her like I used to be when it was time for me to meet her, right? And so I was at the show there with Lunel. I met her there, and she went downstairs. Actually, if you go back, you got to go way back, maybe 7 years ago, and you have to look real, real, real far back, and you'll see I was at the show dancing and stuff and cutting up. So when the show, when they did when it was show, I think the show was over or they took a break. I don't know, whatever it was. The show must have been over. It was going to be time for me to meet Wendy. So I'm sitting up in the green room. And if you go back and look at my videos, I'm in the green room with Lunel at the Wendy show. You have to go back and search. That was 7 years ago. And all of a sudden, Lunel, she comes up in the green room. She's like, PT, have a seat. Watch the monitor. I said, what's going on? And that's when that video I just showed y'all, that's the day it happened, and I never got a chance to meet her. And next thing I know, things start happening to her. So, yeah. I personally think ain't nothing wrong with Wendy. I think she's just trying to keep Kevin from getting that money. I could be wrong, though. You know what? Y'all motherfucking men, y'all straight heterosexual men kill me, talk about homosexuals and gays. Y'all do women so fucking wrong. Y'all some dirty motherfuckers. Some of y'all. Y'all are some dirty ass motherfuckers. If I'm going to hell, I'll see your ass there. I was just I was going to talk about it last night and completely forgot. A preacher. Let me pull it up. And I was going to talk about it last night, and I forgot it was going to be news you can use, because sometimes I do news. I don't always do just celebrity stuff. This guy, he was let me see if I can find it. He was a preacher. I have nothing to do with that. I don't have anything to do with the notifications. Nothing. It's not me. Just know that I go live every night between 9:30 and 10, and I come on every morning around this time. That's the only thing I can tell you. I don't have nothing to do with the notifications, and sometimes you have to log off and log back in, and you have to put in all notifications. Some people don't have all notifications. I don't know. No. No, because if I had something to do with it, I'll make YouTube call everybody. Yeah. Yeah, unsub and resub and put in all notifications. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah. Anyway, this preacher, let me see. I was going to talk about it last night and I got sidetracked like I'm doing now. Let me see where I found that story. Hold on. What? Okay. What's it? Let's see. I don't know what I seen it on, but I saw it. Or this preacher, he did. He actually. You're welcome. He actually preached against women or men who cheated on their wives, and honey, this man got busted. Come to find out, he had 2 or 3 girls, women. This, and he probably was talking about homosexuals too. Them be the main ones. But again, that's why he died on the cross, for our sins. So they said. I was watching something on Facebook this morning. And I was sitting at the desk. I saw something where these young black teenagers, I don't know if it was Atlanta, Mississippi, tried to rob this young black man, minding his business, getting his gas to go to work to take care of his family. And these little young niggas robbed him, shot him up. He can't work. The wife pregnant. I keep saying it. I'll keep saying it again. This is why they don't take Black Lives Matter seriously. This is why. I don't like the fact that anybody is shot and killed or almost killed. But we doing it to our own people. Good morning, Penny. Penny, wake up. It's the morning time. We're doing it to our own people. It's the little young ones. That's why they don't, we know the Black Lives Matter. But apparently these young Negroes ain't got that. They didn't get the memo. Let me see if I can find this story. But until then, who is this that died in my hometown? I don't know who this is. I have no idea. So until they change these laws and get strict with these youngsters who think they gangsters and think they shit don't stink and they think they can get away with anything and everything, they're going to continue killing their own people. Here this man sitting in the hospital, can't work, can't take care of his family. He didn't die, thank God. But they need to pass a law that if you hurt somebody that's on their way to work, taking care of their family, you need to be responsible for their bills. Because we're going to be the ones, the taxpayers are going to be the ones who end up paying that bill if they don't. Two 17-year-old little thugs killed my best friend, Manny. Manny wouldn't bother nobody. He was on his way back to work from lunch. Two 17-year-old young black boys in Dallas, Texas walked up to him and shot him in his head. For no reason. Well, I think that some of them do have family members. It's just that some of them get around people and they enticed to do other things because of what other people tell them to do. And I don't know if they got, well, I'm sure they got time, but I don't know how much time they got. They should have got life. If you take somebody's life with a gun while they minding their own business and they not bothering you, you don't even deserve to be out in the public. You don't even deserve to really, you don't deserve to live. I know the Bible says thou shalt not kill. They do. The Bible says a lot of things that we don't follow, but I believe an eye for an eye. If it's proof, like if it's really like you can see that it happened, or you know for a fact, not something where you're guessing that it happened, like like the O.J. Simpson thing, allegedly that he took. Yeah. Here's an example. The two thugs that killed my friend in Dallas, they should have got the death penalty. No questions. If they had been in Turkey, Iran, Iraq, whatever, or one of these other countries, they would have given them the death penalty. They're not even doing that over there because they know better. Let me bring this up now. I don't like to talk to y'all. Once I'm finished eating, I like to bring my camera up. Yeah, it's better. I just talked about it the other day. The young black boy who unalived a white woman. Didn't matter the color, I'm just saying. She was going to Houston to help her friend start her chemo. She left the hospital to go back to her friend's house to relax. Young black guy, 18, 19, stole a car, shot her in the head, killed her. He was out on probation. I always say, see, stuff like that you know that they did it, and it's stuff that's questionable, that's different. But if you know it and you've seen it happen and you know they did it, let's do them the same way they did her. Let's let somebody walk up to him with handcuffs on, because she was basically handcuffed. She couldn't do anything. And let's have somebody, we get about 4 or 5 different men, that's not identified, walk up to him and let him beg for his life. And take him out. I don't feel no pity for him. Nope. Until they do, I know it sounds harsh, but It don't sound harsh when you do this to people. You know, it's harsh when it's ugly when you do this to innocent people that it's not bothering you. This woman went all the way to Houston to help her friend that had cancer. Now, don't you think that's going to be on that woman's conscience? She's going to feel guilty, sad. She in there trying to get help and she's trying to heal. She can't help and heal herself because of what. Now she's going to have this on the conscience. Oh, my friend would have never got killed if she hadn't came to Houston. Because some young nigga decided he wanted to take her life and take her car. And this is why they don't respect black. But listen, let me tell you all you racist people something out there. Black lives do matter. We just have some goons that don't know. They hadn't got the memo yet. We got some goons out there that they haven't got the memo yet. But don't get it twisted, honey. Black lives do matter, darling. Mm-hmm. And it's so many stories. I can't even begin to tell you all the stories of how people have just unalive people just because the young black man who killed the lady in the Uber. She begged for her life. Put him in a car. Put him in handcuffs. The car ain't got to be moving. Put 2 or 3 men in a car, or just one. Let them do it. Let them do it. What you call it? What they call it? I'll be glad to do it. Cover. Put the only thing. The person who want to do the execution put the eyes so that only their eyes can be seen. Cover them up, and whoever randomly gets that number, that's the person that get to go in the car and let that motherfucker sit there and say, "Please don't shoot me, please." That motherfucker will be screaming for them not to take his life. This woman begged him. I have children. Until they do this to people that do this to other people, it's going to continue. Oh, I would be glad to be the one to sit in the car. Let him sit up in the front, handcuffed. He ain't got to be rolling the car. He ain't got to be rolling. Yeah. I promise you, that dude that killed that woman, he will be, man, please, we'll give you the same medicine that you gave her. Let me see what they gave him. This happened so many times. I don't remember where it happened at. So me trying to pull up the story, there ain't no telling where it was at, but it could have happened more than once. Let's see. Lady begs for her life not to be killed in the Uber. Let me see if this is it right here. Yeah, I think this is it right here. Let me look at the video right quick. No, that's not it. No. See, it's happened so much that you don't know which story it was. I don't know if this is it right here. This is it right here. This happened in Pennsylvania in 2022. Pennsylvania man charged with killing an Uber driver who begged for her life. Begged. Let me see what they gave Calvin. 22 years old. With a criminal homicide, robbery, and tampering with evidence. And the bitch was being recorded, and he still did. Yeah, eye for an eye. The bitch was recorded and he still did it anyway. Look at him. Look at this bitch.
My heart breaks for Christina's children and her family.
Only Channel 11 was there as county detectives escorted him into headquarters. According to investigators, Christie picked up crew last Thursday at his girlfriend's house in Pitcairn. From there, cell phone records show they zigzagged throughout Allegheny County, from Pitcairn to Wilkinsburg to Monroeville.
As society changes with more technology being part of people's lives, it changes investigations also. It's just as everyone has a cell phone with them all the time, that generally provides evidence that helps us in the investigation.
During their trip, police say Christie's dash cam recorded Crew pressing a gun into the back of her head while she begged for her life, saying, "I'm begging you, I have 4 kids." Eventually, investigators say he shot her, then left her body in a wooded area in Monroeville, where an Amazon driver discovered her remains. For a week, county homicide detectives worked on this case and were able to make an arrest.
Once they received the case on Saturday, they did what they always do. They worked nonstop as a team and ran down every lead and every detail. They worked morning, noon, and night since Saturday and are still working on the case as we speak.
Yeah, see? Until they, the same thing that he did to her, put his ass in a car, let somebody get in the back, randomly pick a number, 5, 6 different people, men, women, it don't matter. Cover their faces, let them get in the car behind, let him, he don't need to go to jail. Well, he can go to trial, but these are the 3 options. Death penalty, life imprisonment, or same thing that you did to them, we're gonna do to you. And we'll let the jury decide. And I promise you, the jury's gonna side with what I'm saying. They're gonna give him what he gave her after she begged for her life. We want you to beg for your life, sir. We don't feel sorry for you. You better ask for forgiveness before they take you out of here, because you about to leave up out of here. And then I don't even know let me see what they gave him. They better have gave him life. They may have gave him the death penalty. Let me see what they gave him. It just makes me mad. It pisses me off, you know. Let me see what his name was. His name was Calvin Crew. Okay. 22 years old, black. What was the sentence for 22-year-old Calvin Crew who unalived the lady in the Uber? Great. Let's see here. Okay, so Calvin Crew was 22 at the time of the 2022 crime and 25 at the time of the sentencing. So he was 25 when they sentenced him. Possible parole in May of 2025. This got to be wrong. Okay, he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Okay, without. Okay, thank God. No parole. Good. He'll die in prison. That's where he needs to die. He needs to die in prison. And Crew is also sentenced to additional 13 to 26 years for related charges, including kidnapping, robbery, tampering with evidence. The prosecutors originally considered the death penalty, but her family requested a life sentence based on her religious beliefs. I wouldn't give a fuck about that's religious. That's a religious belief. But if it's your religious belief, then to say an eye for an eye, sad. This happened in Pennsylvania. If y'all live in Pennsylvania, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, 86 is ass. They should have gave him the death penalty. That's what they should have gave him. But he will definitely die in prison. And imagine what you wonder why white people feel the way they do about young black men. Because now her children are going to grow up knowing that a black man killed mama after she begged for her life. But you can't put all black people under the same roof. I understand that, but they tried to do that, and that's what they tried to do. And we tried. The good ones, like me, who tried to make things better, you know, by living a nice life, living right, doing right, treating people right. People like me who grew up, who never been to prison, never been to jail, no shade to those who have, never been on drugs, smile at people when they smile back at me, try to be nice to everybody. See, unfortunately, they look at me like they look at Calvin Crew and how they look at the 2 young men who killed my best friend in Dallas. Anyway, hello, Atlanta. I hope you come and see me in Atlanta for my comedy show. That's going to be the last Sunday in July. But actually be in Atlanta, Memorial Day weekend to take care of some business. Anyway, y'all, I hope you guys truly enjoyed my conversation with y'all. Thank you for saying you enjoyed the show last night. I did see your comment. But I want to reiterate again about social media. Please do not think that you can not troll, but it's okay to troll, but you can threaten people's lives, whether you have a fake name on YouTube, fake name on Facebook. You can be traced by the police. FBI, they can find you. Even if did you know that the FBI can find you even if with a blocked number? Blocked number. So be careful. I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking in general to those who are watching me, and you may watch other bloggers and you think you can call them on a private number and threaten them and say crazy things to them. You can be found. So be careful what you say on the internet. You can be traced. Everything is traced. Everything is traced. So be careful. Watch what you say. I don't care about people calling me a man, dog, cat. You ain't no woman. That don't bother me. But when you cross that line, be careful. How do you think the FBI is able to find people who threaten the presidents of the United States of America? They can do it. So be careful. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. And yes, I'll be in Atlanta Memorial Day weekend, but I'm actually doing my comedy show there the last weekend in July. And also my birthday, my cruise is still going on. If you're interested in going on a cruise, now's the time to go ahead and email me or send me a message at 972-885-8492, 972-885-8492. Go ahead and send me a message so that I can send you the flyer. I think I covered everything. I hope you guys have a great day today. Stay positive, smile, and be good and stay out of trouble, okay? Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.